is Mark. Welcome to ND Ready. Today we're going to be talking about budget-minded 100-yard or more range rifles. And people may say, okay, well, what's the big deal? Let me tell you what it is. So, as you all may know, some of my favorite calibers are non-American. I love the 5.45 x 39 round, and I also love the 7.62 x 39 round, formerly known as the AK-47 round. The 5.45 x 39 round, that's actually for the AK-74. So I have two variations, and it's going to be a little odd, but bear with me. Now, before I show you the rifle, let me show you why I truly love these two rounds. Now, number one, it's because of the fact that even with steel case, you can still get pretty decent accuracy, right? Now, let me show you this real quick. And I also got a caveat in there too. And it's also a non-American round. Now, and I never keep targets, so this really surprised me because I never keep my targets. I just throw them away. Now, if you all look up here in this corner, right, you'll see I outlined over here the 5.45 x 39 area where it hit, and it kind of looks like a little crazy, looks like Maryland looper, right? Anti-gun Maryland. You see I put up here 100 yards. So from this little top area down till about here, where those small teeny bullet holes are, that was me shooting my 5.45 x 39 at 100 yards, and I zeroed it for 25 yards, right? And my actual point of aim was here in the middle, and of course, you know, I had to adjust scope, but it's dialed in for 25 meters, right? 25 yards. But the point of impact was up here, so I adjusted it slightly, and I said, hey, no big deal. So it was slightly windy too. So give me a break. 5.45 x 39 is a pretty light round. So that's what 5.45 x 39 did. Now, on the flip side, 7.62 x 39, which is here, you'll see it circled slightly there. Looks a little crazy looking. Okay. Of course, the point of impact was here. That did that. That did that. That's what my point of impact, well, my impact was based on my point of aim being here at 100 yards. But let me show you what I did, what I did this with. Now, for the 5.45, a little custom build, of course. Check this out. Double mag setup. Let me take it out. It is clear. Now, I'm trying to get some footage of me shooting it out there when I was at the outdoor range. Battery wound up dying, guys, so just kind of take my word for it, right? Now, this is an Adams Arms upper. I got some cheap Amazon scope, 4-power scope, but this is the Adams Arms piston upper, okay? Adjustable gas system. You can have it set for semi-auto, you know, firing semi-auto. You can also set it for using a suppressor. Then you can also actually close the gas system off, I believe, when you turn to the 9 o'clock position, so that the bolt won't cycle. It just completely turns the gas off. Now, I put a little broomstick grip up here. It has a nice rail system on here. Got a little light, of course, because you know I like to have lights and slings. Light, laser setup. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, good. You can see that. And yeah, so what I actually did was I have a little cheap Anderson lower. Yes, it is a cheap Anderson lower. And I put the Adams Arms on top. Now, on the side, you'll see that I have some iron sights, backup iron sights that are canted, right? So you can can it that way and such. Now, I will tell you this. The upper is not cheap, guys. So, this upper comes in just over $700. But hold on, wait. Bear with me. Even though this upper comes in at just over $700, the lower, let's say the lower was like, I don't know, like $50, $60 with the $50 little parts kit. So That's putting you at what, like $900. Check this out. 545 by 39. Okay. The Russians 556, I guess you would call it. It's extremely cheap. Okay, for a box of 20, a box of 20 is like $4 or $5. Okay, if that much for a box of 20. Okay, box of 20 762 by 39. I've seen it as low as like $10, $11 sometimes. Average is usually about 13. YM, I think it's about 13. YM. No, I lie. 20 rounds is like $7. 40 rounds is about $13. So you can get in a lot of shooting for, I guess, the price of like 9 mil, right? Now, I want you to check this out. So the 545 did, bear with me. This is what the 545 did at 100 yards on a day with slight wind. Slight wind did this, even though it's a little off. Look, you can shoot hundreds of rounds of that and it won't even hit your pockets. Now, let me show you what I actually use as my 7.62 by 39. The Ruger American. Yep. Ruger American in 7.62 by 39 has a little 5-round box magazine, and this can actually take me 30 mags. So really nice bolt, nice and smooth. Let me take out the mag one more time. It's really smooth. Okay. Super smooth. Has a safety on it. The trigger is freaking amazing. It's got like this little Acu trigger thing going on. I would grant I'm ghosted, but that dude has like a freaking a trigger gauge built into his body. So I have a cheap Tasco optic on top, and it's actually I think is it a 7 or 8 power? It's an 9 power actually, right? And for me, this scope got a little blurry past like 5 power, so I actually shot all the shots on 4 power. And this barrel is only 16 inches, so check this out. 16-inch barrel, 7.62 by 39, a Ruger American rifle, right? With a little $50, $60 scope on top. I'm telling you, that grouping I thought was pretty decent for steel. And I'm shooting steel case, guys. It's not even brass, it's steel case ammo. I'm shooting brass. So point aim here, point impact a little over to the right side, right? I think that's pretty decent. I mean, you're not gonna get. I'm not looking to get freaking 1 MOA out of steel case. You know, I'm okay with getting. What is how many squares is that in there? Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, 5-inch group at 100 yards. I'm just saying, if a person is probably wider than that piece of paper, they'll get hit. So it's minute a man, just to keep it 100 with you guys. So this rifle itself, bare with, of course, no sling and no bipod and no optic. I think it's like $600. That's not a bad deal to be able to shoot, plink off 7.62 by 39, right? So of course, and I think that goes well with the AK guys. So you got an AK, an AKM of some sort, or even an AR-15 chambered in 7.62 by 39, such as like a CMMG Mutant, which is like one of the best, right, in 7.62 by 39 AR-15s, or an AK-47. You can also have the ability to accurately reach out at longer distances with a rifle that is, it's got a nice barrel on it. Now, the only caveat is that it's short. It's only 16.25 inch, right? I would honestly prefer to have a 20-inch barrel so I can have a little more velocity out of the round and probably stabilize the bullet a little bit better. And, just get a little more oomph out of it. But I like this short package. I think it's pretty cool. And it gets the job done. And it's for a decent price. Now, check this out. For my Mosin Nagant, which I definitely love the Mosin gun. So 7.62 by 54R, which gives you ballistics equivalent to a 30-06. You'll see those 2 rounds. It's actually supposed to be a 3-shot group, but the other one shot off the paper. The point of impact, or the point of aim was here. Point of impact is slightly there, but this one was even a better group, right? At 100 yards, guys. Point of aim was here. This is my point of impact. Count the squares. There 1 in squares. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, this group down here, this group would have been a little bit better. That may have been me, but at the same time, we're using steel case ammo. That one came off the paper. So that ammo is cheap as well. For a box of 20 of a box of 20. Sorry, I thought I said something. A box of 20 of 7.62 by 54R. What is it, like $8 or $9? Is it? Yeah, it's about $8 or $9 for like a box, because they come in boxes of 20 for Tula, and they're not that expensive. They're pretty cheap, and it's a bulk gun. And let me show you what that gun actually looks like. You can probably see it from a glimpse here. Check this out. So there is a ATI, I believe it's ATI. They make this Monte Carlo stock setup, right? Now this one, I got a little bit of work done on it. So, of course you can see it's clear. So I wound up getting a gentleman to smooth out the trigger for me. Of course you see I have a bipod on here. Got an eye relief scope, which is 7 power eye relief scope. Really clear, really clean scope. I do not remember the name of the scope maker, but it's got some nice glass on it. It came with the Monte Carlo kit. So what I wound up doing is I actually got my M9130. I got the barrel cut down from that 28 inches, which is extremely long, right, down to a 20-inch barrel. I had this expensive muzzle brake on it. I didn't really care for it because it was so freaking, the compensator was extremely loud. I kept the rifle still, but it was just loud. It was extremely loud. The A2 style muzzle brake does just as good of a job. It's not extremely loud. I think it keeps the rifle pretty stable. Also got the barrel crowned. It was crowned, and I got it threaded. And it's down to 20 inches. So, you know, I'm losing about, what, 50 feet per second for every inch that I cut down. So what is that? So it's 20. So 8. So what am I losing? Like 400 feet per second? Maybe 400 feet per second, right? So if it's 28 inches, but it's now 20, 50, and yeah, you guys don't do the math. So I got some trigger work done to it as well. And if you're familiar with the PU sniper, you know it has the bolt that's bent. I didn't like the way the bolt just kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. It wasn't flat like my Ruger American rifle, so I got to bend the bolt. I wouldn't really encourage it because when you go to hit it up, it takes some work, right? So this one has a smoother trigger, but it still gets a little stuck like most people are used to. But I'm super used to it by now. But it's nice and stable. Oh man, it's time to do some cleaning. I'm seeing some tarnishing up here, but you know that's neither here nor there. It's an old rifle. This thing is like freaking almost 100 years old, right? So in any event, but yeah. So this rifle doesn't come in this configuration. The Monte Carlo kit came with the optic, came with the stock. You just take the barrel out, put your I'm about to say bolt carrier, but your bolt in, and you're good to go. So another way of also preventing the bolt from getting stuck is usually the fact that some of these rifles actually came with firing pins that were slightly bent and not properly balanced. So I actually I saw a video of a guy on YouTube, and he actually took a drill and some sandpaper, took out the firing pin, because the firing pin was one of the issues. And after he cleaned all the cosmoline out, he spent it on the drill and went up and down with a really light grit fine sandpaper to kind of smoothen out any wiggly points on there, and that helped out slightly. But it's also just cleaning off all the cosmoline, man. Like clean all the cosmoline out and polish up as much as you possibly can. Like if you take the bolt apart and polish it and oil it, it makes things way better. So yeah, these are my 3 plinkers. Moses are dumb cheap. The 9130s, you can get them for like $100. Take that wood stock, get rid of the wood stock, and get yourself a nice Monte Carlo stock that already has a built-in cheek riser on there. A little bit of knurling on the front of the stock so you can hold it better. And you also have a place where you can put a bipod. You can modernize it, right? You can turn it into like a modern shooting rifle. I did not intend for this video to be terribly long, guys, but thank you for hanging in there with me. 3 calibers. I really wanted to focus on 2, but I had to add in my Mosin and Gaunt, right? But 3 calibers that you can actually go buy ammo for, shoot at your outdoor range if the indoor range allows, steel case, and not be out of the pocket a whole lot. The cheapest of all of these are going to be the Mosin and Gaunt. These things are 1, 2, and if you get like an M44, maybe $300, right? Because they're starting to get sucked up. But then going on to the Ruger American rifle. This thing is lightweight. You know, AK ammo is ridiculously cheap. And then moving on to getting some type of 5.45x39, whether it's like I love the AR platform. I don't really care for the AK-74. For some reason I just don't like it, right? If I'm going to get me some type of AK, it's going to be an AK-47. I love the AK-47, but the AK-74, just something about it. Something about it I just really don't care for. Even though it mirrors the AK-47, I prefer to have the 7.62x39 and AK-47 platform. Even though I have the Mutant, but the 5.45, I love it in the AR-15 platform. So guys, with that being said, thank you for giving me approximately 20 minutes of your time. Didn't mean to take terribly long, like I said before. Please make sure you guys look me up on Instagram. It's MD_ready. So MD_ready on Instagram. If there's anything that I missed, guys, please definitely put it in the comment section. What is your plinker besides a 22 LR? Give me something else. What is your plinker that you take to the range? What gun do you actually shoot steel case out of? And what do you think about my options? Do you think that I'm wacky for choosing something to shoot steel case, or would you consider it to be pretty valuable? You know, are these cartridges that you would possibly go hunting with or go varmint shooting with? So guys, I'm going to end it there. Have a blessed evening. Take care.